Today I want to share a concept with you that brings us to the OTS modes. That's the overtone series modes. You might be familiar with the church modes, but there is actually a parallel universe to the church modes. And yes, that's exactly the world of the OTS modes. Let me show you how we construct those modes. We can substitute this node in every of the church modes. And this will bring us to the OTS modes, really. Okay, so that's a very simple concept here. And we haven't changed the idea of taking our scale step 5 as our new root for the next scale. And we continue the same idea. So the G becomes the new root tone, the D becomes the new root tone, then the A, then something interesting happens in here because now we alter scale step 5. So we already create a 6 interval. This 6 interval originally appeared at the end of the church modes on the Locrian scale. Now it appears in between the end and start point here. And that makes it a bit difficult because we know that scale step number 5 is going to be our new root tone. So now this happens to be our new root tone, and this breaks the circle of fifth. Since right now we are dealing with an E flat, not with an E right here. Okay, so this does not line up with the circle of fifth anymore. Okay, but we don't want to bother with that too much for now. Let's just continue this concept. This concept says, okay, let's go to scale step number 5 again. Whoa, no, that is interesting. Now we have an 8 interval. Not a perfect fifth, which is 7 chromatic steps. Now we have 8. Let's use this B right here for the last scale. And again, now we have our 6 interval again. And this brings us back to the original starting point. So just for fun, let's write out the order of how we move through the circle of fifth, because the circle of fifth still embraces all of the 12 tones. So this was our starting point right here. And we went through the circle of fifth. Here was the moment where we altered scale step number 5, right? And we made original E into an E flat. So this brings us to the other side right here. And then from this guy, we actually went back to the B. So we really skipped over the E right here. And now here it comes. Although this creates a different shape compared to the one that we get when we follow the church modes, draw an imaginary line right here between the G and the D flat. Okay, here's our line. And now this line again is our axis that shows the reflections, which means obviously melodic dominant, that is our palindrome. Okay, it does not have a reflective scale partner. So this is the match of the Dorian scale in the church modes. Both of those scales share equal properties in that they are palindromes. Then we have the melodic minor, which is the reflection of the gypsy minor. And then we have the Lydian dominant, the Aeolian with a flat 5, those are partners. And funnily enough, the Lydian augmented and the altered scale, they are also reflective scale partners. And that is what I showed right here. The Lydian augmented. This is really a bit special because that's the moment where we break the circle of fifth. A lot of these OTS modes find their best use in jazz theory. However, you can use them to create wonderful orchestral music as well. And we are going to dive into some of those pieces in other dedicated videos. For now, I just hope that you found value in discovering the OTS modes, and I hope that I will see you again in one of the next videos. Have a great day.